Welcome back. This is question 46 from chemistry section in IMAT 2022 past paper. So I will be explaining how to solve it. It says a metal oxide MO reacts with sulfuric acid according to the following equation. This metal oxide reacting with sulfuric acid giving a metal sulfate and water. 2.8 gram of metal oxide requires 25 ml of 2 mole per liter sulfuric acid for a complete reaction. What is the relative atomic mass of the metal? Okay, so basically the question has provided us data, the amount for each of these reactants, which is metal oxide and sulfuric acid. It's giving salt and water. So they're asking relative atomic mass, which basically means atomic mass of the this letter M, which is a unidentified element, metal, which we are not sure it's what type of metal it is, like in group 1 or 2. So we are not aware about it. It's just some unknown metal oxide. Okay, so we must identify its atomic mass. So atomic mass is the sum of protons and neutrons, but here we won't just use that. We'll use this given mass and the volume and the concentration of the given substance, the reactants. Okay, so first we must ensure that this equation is balanced. So overall it seems it's balanced, so we can skip that part. It's already balanced. Okay, so this means that here we have 1 mole, 1 mole, 1 mole, and 1 mole. So meaning that this is 1 to 1 mole ratio of a reaction. So we don't have to worry about dividing or something. So whatever values we'll calculate, we'll just substitute for that substance we're trying to find for. Okay, so let's move on forward. So we're given with 2.8 grams of metal oxide. Okay, so that's for this metal oxide. Okay, 2.8 grams. And we have 25 ml of 2 concentration of sulfuric acid. Okay, so 25 ml for this one and 2 moles per liter. So I'm going to shorten this into capital M, which is concentration. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to find out the moles for sulfuric acid. So moles of sulfuric acid. Okay, so that's pretty easy. You'll just first of all divide 25 by 1,000. That's to convert mLs. Convert ml to liter. So I'm going to divide this by 1,000, 10 to power 3. So this will convert the unit for the volume ml to liters. And then I'm going to multiply this by 2 molarity, which is the concentration. Right, so this will give me 0.05 mole. All right, so now I'm going to use this mole. This mole reacts with this metal oxide. So since I know it's a 1 to 1 ratio, so I'm just simply the moles of a metal oxide, which is this, is going to be 0.05 mole because I know it's a 1 to 1 reaction. Okay, so this is how it is. This is MO metal oxide and H2SO4. Okay, so for H2SO4, we know it's a 1 to 1 ratio. The reaction, the coefficients. So the mole that I got for the sulfuric acid was 0.05 moles. Okay, so I'm going to cross multiply over here and I'll get the exact same results. 0.05 mole for metal oxide. Okay, and you have to be careful. You have to use precisely a metal oxide, not metal sulfate. So why is that? Because it gave the mass, the amount for metal oxide. Okay, so although metal sulfate is also present with this capital with this M letter, which is a missing, which is unidentified metal, but I'm going to ignore this because this is for metal oxides. Okay, so I'm going to focus on metal oxide. So so avoid writing like in exam you might be confused. You might make this the moles of metal sulfate for this compound, which is wrong because we're focusing on metal oxide because we're given this mass for metal oxide. We're not given anything about metal sulfate. Okay, so that's why I try to avoid this. It will be easy. Okay, so now I have the moles for metal oxide. So with this moles, I have 28 grams, 2.8 grams. So easily I know moles is equal to mass by air. Moles equal mass by air. So I'm going to simply rearrange this to find out the air, or we can say MRs. Okay, so I'm going to switch this place for moles to make the air as a subject. So I've rearranged it, and this is the rearranged equation. Okay, so the mass we have for metal oxide is 2.8. Okay, so 2.8 grams divided by the moles 0.05 mole. Okay, so this will give me 56 grams per mole. Okay, so this is it. But now you have to be careful. This is an MR actually. Sorry to write that. Okay, so the main confusion is that we haven't found the AR, the atomic mass precisely for this M metal, but this 56 grams per mole is a molar mass of metal oxide. This entire compound, not for only metal. Okay, so what I'm going to do is that I know that I'm given with oxygen. Okay, so the mass, the AR of this metal plus the AR of the oxygen gives me the MR, which is 56 grams per mole that we've calculated from the ratio and with this sulfuric acid. Okay, so this will help me to find out the atomic mass of this metal, only metal, the pure metal, not metal oxide. This molar mass is the molar mass of metal oxide. Okay, so I'm going to take everything over there. So I know the mass, before that, I know the atomic mass of oxygen is 16. Okay, so 16 plus 16 gives me 56. Okay, so I equate it to 56. Now take everything to that side, this 16 to that side. So this will give me the atomic mass for pure metal. Okay, this element. So 56 minus 16, this will give me 40 grams per mole. Okay, so the atomic mass or the atomic mass for this metal is 40 grams per mole. So the correct option is option A. Okay, so that's how we solve this question. It's fairly easy. So first, you have to focus on the given data. Okay, so we know we're only given with the data for these reactants. So we're going to only focus on reactants and we will ignore the products because we have nothing to do with that. So metal oxide and sulfuric acid, we arrange them in a ratio. We know it's a 1-to-1 ratio. First of all, the most important thing in every exam, whenever there's a question related to chemical reaction and given masses and finding out moles, you have to always ensure that if they've given the equation, chemical equation, it must be balanced. Okay, so you have to check for that, or else the entire thing might go wrong. Okay, so that's pretty easy question. So that's how we solve it. Thank you guys for watching my video. I hope you find it helpful. Please leave a like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you guys. Bye.